Hey everyone, and welcome to the Infinite Respawn podcast. I'm Chicken.
I'm Oak Tree.
I'm Griff.
I'm Baka.
So guys,
What's up?
look, Oak's back. Okay, everybody, stop making the jokes. Stop.
Come on, those are some good jokes. I mean, come on, put them in a planter, push them around Disney World.
Good jokes.
Good
I don't
We all
think
need
anybody's
help.
gonna
I'm still
pay
down
us to
for
write
the
comedy.
chia plant hair.
What?
I'm still down for that chia plant hair. Just like spread the seeds over water. them
That's
on
like
it.
your
no.
ultimate dream.
Get one of those like head molds for the chia plant and like put it on his head, and then grow the hair so that he can like take it off when he's done, and then put it back on whenever we do this show. Show everybody
how
it's
much I
growing
love
every
you
week.
all and hate you all
We'll,
at the
we'll
same
grow it
time.
so it looks like Bob Ross hair.
Yes, Bob Oak.
You guys need to stop.
That'd
This
be
needs
cool.
to
Over here,
stop.
we
I would be a
just
happy
made
little
little
tree.
accident.
Hey!
Exactly. See, it's the best of all the worlds.
How about this? We'll work on getting you some sort of like chia oak helmet to wear if we get to 5,000 followers on Twitter. There.
Chia Oak on what?
On Twitter.
On Twitter?
5,000
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
Twitter?
that's a
No,
pretty
I'm doing
hefty
that.
goal, so.
Yeah, but are we like at 4,000 already?
Nope.
Oh man. Let's see.
Everybody's
what
got
are
to
we
go
at?
look right now.
Yeah, we gotta look. Okay, let's see. We're at 3,000 followers. Hell yeah, 2,000. We can do that. Get us a Chia Oak helmet.
I'm gonna go make like 2,000 different email addresses today.
No. Can we say they have to be real people, not just all Baka?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to
can
look
we
through
say
all
that?
of them, and I don't think he's got the time to make 2,000 separate email accounts.
I
Plus, I think
mean-
Twitter would ban his IP after a while.
I mean, after the first like 50, I think you're gonna get in trouble.
Yeah.
I'll just do it at like a McDonald's or something.
If Baka
Why
has
is our
enough
internet not
time
working?
on his hands to make 2,000 Twitter accounts and follow us, then, you know, that
And that's
deserves a prize on
2,000
its own.
emails. That's 2,000 separate emails that he has to keep track of.
It's what he just needs to do. Follow Friday, like back in the day. Do some follow Friday and be like, but follow these people and just keep at.
But anybody
Oh,
listening
goodness.
/ watching this, if you have 2,000 friends, then we'll get a Chia Pet helmet. It'll
Well, if
be
you ask
great.
most Facebook
make it
users, they've easily got 2,000 friends.
They don't know all of them, but they got 2,000.
Yeah, definitely got 2,000.
They have
everyone
no
knows
time to
Tom.
be picky about that one. Come on.
Oh.
Come on, we all know you want to see it. 2,000 people.
2,000 people.
Chia.
Oh.
All right, what's everybody been playing this week?
Okay,
Nobody?
well,
Okay.
I've been playing Witcher, the original Witcher.
Yeah, it
Uh,
looks like the original Witcher.
Oh yeah, I mean, I like it. It's fun. It's a little dated for sure, but I'm enjoying it.
I actually got stuck
Yeah.
at a part in that game, and I cannot figure out how to get from one point to the next. It's not far into the game either, which makes me
That's
upset.
a shame.
Don't be bad.
Yeah, the
That's how you
combat
pass
system-
it.
No,
That
no,
one
it's
completely
not the
threw me
combat
off.
thing. Everybody's dead. I just can't figure out how to get to the next part.
You know they
That
have
is-
this
Not
online
letting them
walkthrough
die.
thing that you can look up, right?
Yeah, I know, but I feel like that's cheating.
I feel like if you're stuck early in the game, that you need the help then.
That game
Oh,
offers. That game
And
offers
true.
no help at all. Like, I mean,
Old
it's like,
school
oh, you're
RPG.
stuck.
They
Yeah.
give you like very subtle hints, and if you don't figure it out, you're fucked.
Pretty much. Like
Yeah.
that's it. I've also been playing. I got invited to Hunt Showdown.
But you can't talk about it. Oh wait, no, you can. You can.
I
stream
can
that
talk
one.
about
Yeah.
that one. Yeah, I've streamed that one. That's
He
a lot of
streamed
fun.
it, so I hope he can
my
talk
God.
about it.
I need somebody to play with.
Not
Oh my God,
me.
Maka doesn't want to play with me.
I
Neither
want
does
to play.
Oak.
I don't
Like,
feel like
I
carrying you
wanna
on my
play.
back.
These people just don't want to play with me. I don't know what's up with them.
I am so interested. I
I
also
will
want an
openly
email
admit
to come
I
in.
don't want to play that game. That is not my
That's
cup of
fine.
tea.
That's
The
fine.
big giant's fast spider doesn't
It's
interest
not even
you
the spider part. It's the whole like. It's kind of the idea of PUBG too that I don't really like. Is there's just so much waiting around and doing nothing, and then you get killed out of nowhere, and that is no fun at all for me.
I used to get killed out of nowhere. In PUBG, I've gotten a lot better at it. Like, in my best game that I played, I found my way to because I was playing on the butcher level, I found my way to the main boss, and I was hiding on the outskirts, and I saw one guy in there with the clue, and then I shot his partner or somebody off in the barn. I hit him in the side, and he took off. And I kept like staying on the outsides because I was solo. I don't want to get in there and get dirty with him because First of all, the monsters will kill you. Second of all, the people will kill you.
What's the butcher?
He's like this crazy. He's got like a pig face sewed onto his face, and he's got these crazy hooks out of his arm, and he's got a big old fucking axe. I mean, it'll kill you. It's scary. Yeah,
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I want to play this.
And
I
I saw
know why.
one guy running around, and as he turned the corner and went to run, I shot him in the back, and he fell down and he died. And his partner started coming over, and I went to take a shot at him, and I missed. And I hit the barrel next to him, and it blew up, and he ran away. It was quiet for a minute, but I heard fighting inside the barn. I grabbed the last clue. Butcher was right there. So I went around, climbed up, and I peeked inside of the window, and I fucking hesitated. And the guy that was up there fighting the butcher, because I was planning on either getting in there to kill that guy and take the prize, or help him kill it, but I fucking hesitated after I saw him, and he shot me in the face, and I died.
Chicken
Well, yeah,
was
you
very
killed his
sad.
partner.
Yeah. Yeah, but that game is kind of like, well, I killed your partner. Now you can either have me help you, or, it's one of those things. You gotta make a tough choice. Or I kill him after we kill it. I don't know. It's a really fun game. I've also been playing Vermintide 2. I got into the closed test.
But you can't talk
And
about it.
that's all I can say about that. And of course, Sea of Thieves that we'll get into a little bit
I
later.
knew there was one you were playing that you can talk about.
Yeah, the Vermintide 2 beta. If you pre-order it, you can play in the closed beta. But, I mean, we can't discuss it.
But I did pre-order it.
Then you should have a closed beta invite.
Oh, well, I'll look.
It should be on your Steam, if anything. Or they'll give you a code or something. But, yeah, I mean, I wish I could talk about it. I can't. And that's all I've been playing this week.
Word.
Busy.
I started Persona 5, and I've gotten to play it like twice, and then Chicken took the PlayStation so that he could play Attack on Titan.
Oh, yeah, I played Attack on Titan, too. You can have the PlayStation 4 back.
Yeah, I need that back. We only have one of the, we have 2 Xboxes, but only 1 PlayStation, so...
We don't play enough PlayStation games.
Yeah, we really don't. But I've been sad about it because I started it and I was like, I really want to know what's gonna happen, and I know I'm super early in the game because I only have like 2 friends or something like that. But already, like, you jump into the game and you're like, okay, well, this is a weird set of circumstances. Like, you're a teenage dude and you stopped some adult guy from, I guess, sexually assaulting a lady on the street, but he had money or power or something and you got arrested, and so now you're in trouble. And it's like, but everybody at your new
odd.
school's like, oh, don't talk to him, he's a criminal. It's like, do you understand that I'm not actually a criminal? I stopped somebody from being assaulted. I'm a fucking hero, you assholes. But
Yeah, but if the other guy throws around enough money and says the story was different.
Clearly, because I got kicked out of my old school. My parents sent me away to live with some guy that owns a cafe and is a dick to me. I have to live in his cafe instead of at his house. So I, like, sleep in the dusty old attic, and he locks up the store and leaves me every night. So I'm, like, in jail, I guess. Like, it's so weird. And then shit got heavy, and I was like, okay, this is a seriously messed up game, and I don't know what's going on, but I need to know what happens next, and I have
Welcome
one good
to
friend.
JRPG's grip.
Clearly.
Yeah, good luck. You were in
Clearly.
for
I'm
the
so
long
lost.
haul.
I'm so, like, I have to know what happens next, though.
Oh, here, when we're done, I'll bring the PS4 in there, and you can
I gotta
have it
record
back.
a Planet Coaster after this, though.
That's fine. I'll put it in there. You got all day
So.
tomorrow to play.
Yeah. But I'm super excited. I am a little miffed, though. My one friend that's with me right now, got his Persona later than I did. Like, that's your superpower in the underworld or whatever. I haven't gotten it all figured out yet. I'm sorry, Persona fans. Please don't hate me. I'm figuring it out. But he got his second, and his Persona's, like, way cooler than mine. It's a pirate. I'm like, it's not that I don't like you, Arson, which is mine, but he's got a pirate. Can I have his instead?
Right? I mean, the option to get a pirate? Come on.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
no,
cool.
right?
Quickly. Not
Like,
even like later on, but like near the beginning of the
right?
game.
That's his Persona thing. I'm like, wow. I'm super envious of you, friend, that I've only been friends with for like 48 hours. But it's been fun. And I played some Overwatch. I showed you guys a video earlier where Chicken was playing with me, and
So epic. This is the most epic thing ever.
Oh.
it will
Holy shit.
never happen again, ever. But
Not without being like perfectly staged. And hell, you probably won't even be able to do that on the first
No,
try. You
probably
like, do
not.
I have to put it right here? Oh damn, I hit him in the wall.
It's
Try it
it's
right
on my
here.
YouTube if you want to see it. Like it's on my YouTube. But Chicken was playing May, and we were just getting to the point. It's one of the Lijiang Tower points, and I wish I could remember what it's called. Is it like Courtyard or something like that?
Something like that.
Well, he ran in, and there was an enemy Roadhog that ran in with him to the point, and May froze him as I was coming into the thing. And so my first instinct when I see people that I know are going to hurt me is to throw down a Junkrat trap and, like, you know, the concussive mine, whatever it is, the one that blows them away. So I threw it down and hit it, and it sent the frozen Roadhog out the window, and I was like, oh man, I just saved his life. He's going to land on that ledge. And it's like eliminated Roadhog because he flew out the window over the ledge as he was frozen and down into that well.
It's
Like-
so
Like-
awesome.
I don't
it
even
was
know.
beautiful. Beautiful. Oh.
I'm so glad that
It
it
was
was
so
like the
cool to
only
see.
worthwhile thing I did in that game because it saved it as my highlight, which so I have it. So that was
That's
so
awesome.
fun. I wonder if it saved it though because like the algorithm recognized that that's something that doesn't happen.
Well, you killed. It's probably Junkrat killed an enemy with an environmental kill.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, I've
That's
gotten a
technically
lot of
what it was.
highlights for environmental kills.
Yeah, like if you do something cool, if you kill somebody like that, especially it was a combo kill, like he got frozen by the May and then killed environmentally. So it was
It'll never happen again, but it was so good.
no, yeah. I'm glad that was recorded because was it on stream? I think it was on stream.
I don't
I
remember.
could have gotten a highlight maybe.
but,
I don't know, but that was good. That was really
Environmental
Sorry I
kills
stole
are
your
so much
kill.
fun.
but
good. That's why I still got credit. Those assists, CO.
what are you, Baka? No, Oak's in a town, but
Oh, I've still been playing.
I've
Go
been playing
what the
Overwatch.
Switch is for.
I think I did a little bit of Heroes of the Storm this week with Chicken and Newbie, and then Sea of Thieves.
We'll get into Sea of Thieves later on the show. So stick
I know.
around.
I'm
We
so
have
mad
a lot
about
of adventures
this.
of Sea of Thieves. Overwatch was just basically playing with like Grip and Chicken and whatnot.
Oh God, if there were emotes to put on Skype,
Salty chicken. Salty
I would do the
chicken.
salty
Yes.
chicken
Damn
emote
it.
right now.
I have been ignoring my beta invite of
Yeah, I
Hunt
know.
Showdown because Chicken.
yeah,
Chicken
yeah,
really wants a
he's been
partner.
ignoring it. The one that he hasn't
Yeah.
gotten yet.
I don't know why he doesn't want to play with me. I thought he was interested in this game, but the email is just sitting there and he's not like accepting it or downloading the game. I don't know.
It's because it's invisible and I have to like put in the Konami code to do it, and I just don't feel like doing it.
I gotcha.
Too
I'm
much
not
work.
worth the effort. I'm not worth the. I see where this relationship is. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to put you on the side then.
whatever.
The drama.
I'll go back to being a side bitch.
Oh my god.
Too funny.
Oh,
For me, I played a little bit of Golf Story while I was gone. Switch. I didn't get to play as much Switch as I would like to while I was gone, so that was upsetting. I did have a problem with my daughter's Switch. For some reason, hers is not charging, and I've got to talk to Nintendo this week about that, and find out why it's not charging. I looked online, and other people have had this similar problem, so I've got to fix that issue. Once I find out what the solution is to that one, then I will let everybody know. So in case you run into the same problem, you'll have an idea. Also, I've been playing My Time at Portia, Portia.
I have no idea what that is.
Hold on,
Right.
let me read this, and most of you are going to know exactly what this sounds like. Start a new life in the enchanting town of Portia. Restore your pa's neglected workshop to its former glory. Grow crops, raise animals, befriend the town's quirky inhabitants, and uncover the mysteries in this charming post-apocalyptic
So
land.
it's like
has for-
Harvest
Stardew,
Moon, Stardew
or
Valley.
Stardew Valley.
It's like Stardew Valley, but the difference is it's like in a three-dimensional world. Is the difference, and it's just as fucking addictive as what Stardew is, except I'm sitting here playing it on PC, so it's fun. I enjoy it. I think it's in early access right now. I could be wrong on that one, but no, it is in early access. So it's just fun to play, and it's a nice little game where I can have some stream going over on one side and I can do what I want to on the other. So just nice and casual type thing. But I am interested in the storyline. It's obvious that it's early access because sometimes when one of the people come up to you, there's voice acting, and sometimes when they come up, there's just words on the screen. So it's like
We haven't found somebody to be this person yet.
we haven't found anyone yet. So, but so far it's interesting. I've gone mining for copper recently and tin and some other stuff, and they've got kind of cool little mechanics for it. And you have to build. I thought this was interesting. It's kind of like the survival games and like Ark and other games like that, to where you have to build a certain item in order to be able to build more of some certain things, which is kind of fun. And then also things you put in your house actually help with like either stamina or endurance and things like that. So if you sleep inside the house, then that helps you with that. I thought that was an interesting concept, but I'm like, okay, works for me. So I have a nice little bed that I sleep in. And if you are tired, if it's nighttime and you're out too late, you fall asleep wherever you are. But you wake back up in your house, which I thought was weird.
So you get like kidnapped as you sleep, and
who
somebody
can get back
returns you
home?
home.
Yeah,
Or
I
do you
guess so.
sleepwalk? Like, are you like a homing pigeon where you go to sleep and you start
Homing
sleepwalking
pigeon.
and you sleepwalk straight home?
But your
that
homing
how it
skills only
works?
work in your sleep.
Well, the
you're
only
a were pigeon.
and all your stuff's attached to you, so it's not like, oh, I fell asleep while I was out, so everything I gathered is gone either. It's you wake up the next morning, you have it. So
I fell
I
asleep.
guess you can use it
and
as a
walked
portal
home,
system?
and I
Yes.
took all of this lumber with me. What?
yeah, it's weird. You get to name your character. So it'll be interesting if they ever add it to where if you put like a normal name in, like Scott or some weird name, or normal name, I guess, that it would be like.
You hear that, Scott? He thinks you're weirdos.
Yeah, I know, Scott.
Damn it, Scott.
Damn it,
Sorry,
Scott.
Scots.
So if he's just sitting there and it's like, you know, a name like Scott or something, that it would be, you know, welcome Scott to Porsche, da 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 da, or whatever. But right now it just skips. They word the sentence where they don't have to have the name, but they
Yeah.
have the name in the writing part of it. so
That's
they
how
can just
Persona
finish-
is too. You name your
Yeah.
character in Persona, and it just, you know, it'll be like, so how's your day? And then like in the writing it says how's your day and then your name, but they just don't
Yeah.
say it. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh,
Sad.
Uh,
So that was it. I just played those two. That was it.
Not
Sorry.
too bad. This isn't in the news, but speaking of Stardew Valley, the multiplayer there's multiplayer that they are developing for that game, and it's coming out I think next month. Which I'm not entirely sure how that's gonna work for that game.
like
That's-
Terraria probably, where your friends can come and like help you farm materials and build stuff and things like that.
Like, is everybody gonna get their own farm? Can you?
No,
build it
I
like
think
a
it'll
giant-
probably be like they come to yours, like you invite somebody to your place, and then you guys run around in your world and play, and vice versa.
Right.
Interesting.
I would think that, but I don't
You
know.
can start
I,
your own farm, but I mean, if you go after
Right.
the same woman, you're gonna beat up each other. Like, she's mine. I want to date her. I mean, in the romance.
I
of it.
mean,
It's gonna
it's
turn
supposed to
into
be
Double Dragon
cooperative
style
play.
of Billy and Jimmy.
It's like co-op Sims at that point, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Which Foxy's been asking for forever, but I do wonder about that same thing. Where it's like, what happens if we all, like, we want the same...
It's if you want co-op Sims, it's called Second Life,
No, that's just...
Before that, there was actually a Sims Online.
which was also called Second Life.
No,
But I'm just saying.
no. There was a legitimate Sims Online.
Yes, I know, but it's probably almost identical to Second Life.
Kind of, yeah, except with less options, I think. And it was based off Sims 1, so it was that weird,
Oh
black,
God.
stylish.
Well, what
Damn.
do you guys want to talk about in the news? Since you already mentioned one sort of news story.
I've been talking a lot about THQ Nordic, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw this one in there because I'm a fan of them. They've been doing everything right more or less, so I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt on this one. But THQ Nordic is bought Saints Row and the Dead Island owner Koch Media for 121 million euro, which is not very much. They bought
So,
two major franchises.
They sold off... They bankrupted. They sold off...
Okay, you got to think about it. THQ Nordic is not THQ.
Well,
They're
that's true.
completely separate.
It's Nordic.
They
Yeah.
just stole their name after
Yeah,
they
they
died.
took the name.
Which I
Basically,
think is a little
THQ developed
savage.
Saints Row, died, sold Saints Row to Deep Silver. Deep Silver died. Now it's back in THQ's hands. Like,
Yeah, pretty
it's
much,
pretty
at a
much like, can you
major
hold my purse
discount.
while I go do this thing? It's just getting passed around.
Nordic Games, THQ Nordic is like going around picking up all of these things, creating, like, they're starting to become a publisher. Like, they're becoming a big dog. They've got these little companies that are developing games for them, and they've got their games they're developing.
Oh, they
and
need to
remastering
really be
re-releases.
amazing with the new Darksiders game and whatever else that they're working on currently. Like, they need to have a few really big, impressive things, and then, they'll probably be right up there with everybody else.
Oh, they're going to make so much fucking money off of the Metro game. Ooh.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You're right. Yeah, that'll be
I mean,
fine.
the Metro game is going to make a bunch of money.
Hopefully the Darksiders will, if they do a really good job with Saints Row.
Yeah, and it's that new game that they're coming out with. Can't remember the name of it. It's the weird one with the
weird one.
The cat guy, the mutant.
Biomutant?
Yeah, Biomutant. They're coming out with that one too. So they've got
The cat
got
guy.
some good. Sorry. So they've got some good games under their belt, and they have really high potential. As long as they're not assholes or dumb, I think they've got a future.
Don't be dumb. Got
So
it.
wait.
Don't be EA.
Kingdom Come Deliverance is created by them.
Mm-hmm.
So the brand new game, Kingdom Come Deliverance, is now a THQ Nordic game.
Yes.
Yeah.
THQ Nordic is like seriously pulling all of these like great
they're
developers
brilliant
in.
because
And I know Wraith had sent us a tweet about the Kingdom Come game and said that it didn't run well on Xbox One, but everything else I've seen about it has been pretty good, like on PC, except for that
because-
one chicken showed me a gif of like a glitch. I guess is what it was.
It was a glitch.
The player character was shooting arrows at this guard that was like on a little balcony
It was a
kind of thing.
It was no. It was a bridge. It was like a
was a
drawbridge.
bridge?
It was
Okay.
laid down.
And he was shooting at him from a distance, and all of a sudden the guard just like flying kicks all the way over to him and like kicks him in the face. It's like, wait a minute.
If you could see the GIF, is absolutely hilarious because he's just shooting arrows, whatnot, and then next thing you know, the guard kind of shifts for a second and then just flies towards the screen with his foot out, and it's like, what the fuck? Holy shit! Flying dragon kick! I'm gonna fucking. How dare you shoot
Congratulations,
me?
you've been shooting arrows at Bruce Lee.
Apparently.
I watched part of the Digital Foundry thing on it too. They showed how it looked on the regular Xbox One, regular PS4, and then the Pro and the Xbox One X versions of the game. And in all the there wasn't much difference in there was a little bit of quality difference graphics wise, but like you still had to where textures were popping in way late or they'd pop back out.
That's not good.
In even the Xbox One X version and the PS4 Pro version. So it's like, I just think the game almost needed to be put into early access for a while before it really needed a full release. I think.
I think for PC, it runs pretty fine. I've been watching streamers and I don't see many issues.
Yeah, I've been watching Coke Carnage all morning actually play it.
And the problem is, like, I don't want to be like this, but I don't think consoles can handle that kind of, because this thing is like super Skyrim on fucking super steroids. The amount of like watching people talk and their facial animations, you can barely even tell that it's fucking not real people because it's so detailed. Everything
so it was optimized
is
for
voice.
PC, but not so much for the consoles because the consoles don't have the power a PC does, like a high-end PC.
Maybe, but I mean the
It's
game
either
is
that
just
or
so
it might be an
crazy good.
optimization issue just because of the fact it is from a smaller studio and it was a Kickstarter campaign. But
It's
we just
got
have to
potential.
it has a whole lot of potential. Like
Oh,
I'm
man.
watching it and I'm like, I kind of want to buy this. You know,
I
like
know, right there on
right?
the fence going, maybe.
I keep telling Chicken to stop spending our damn money.
Well,
right?
all I need to do is get to March 8th. Just March 8th, and I'll be good for several months. March 8th, come
Because that's
on.
Vermintide, right?
Yes, Vermintide 2 comes out March 8th, and then Sea of Thieves March 20th, and I'll be bouncing back and forth through those games for several months, and then Jurassic World Evolution comes out. So March 8th. Come on, push through.
Sadly enough, a lot of the games you're buying are the same ones I'm buying. Because I'm very interested in the Jurassic Park one because Jurassic World
Evolution.
Yeah.
I saw a fucking gif of that. Oh my god. Can I have it
Oh,
now?
I was so sad too because we ended up leaving before they just had reopened the Jurassic Park ride too at Universal, and I had to leave before I could do it. I was like, oh no. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think this is interesting from their standpoint of like purchasing these different ones and just going back to like THQ, and now you've got the Deep Silver stuff basically that's purchased. So that's really great franchises, and if you can do it right, you've made some money.
I want to know if they're going to
Yeah.
do another Saints Row. Like, I don't know where you would go with it, but
If anything, I think they'll remaster. I don't know. Have they remastered?
yeah,
Saints
they.
Row 3?
Well,
Yeah.
I think
Okay,
so.
well then, if anything, because what I've noticed is THQ is playing it very smart and very safe. Like the franchises that they buy, they'll go ahead and remaster or do something
Like
for them to kind of
Darksiders?
or
Both of those.
Titan Quest. Like
Yep.
they revitalize it a little bit, give it a little bit of life, and kind of the fans of it are like, oh wow, this is pretty fucking awesome. And now you're interested in the company that is giving you these remasters, these pretty good ports and things like that, or the fucking expansion for Titan Quest 13 years after the game.
This is crazy to me.
So
Yeah.
I'm sitting here looking at what Deep Silver has, and it basically, like, looking at this, of course you've got the Metro series too. So does that include? I'm assuming that includes the new one,
Yeah.
Exodus, right? Shenmue 3, which is coming out, so that would include that franchise as well. Well, hopefully it sells well for those people that like that game. The Homefront series, they could reboot that because Revolution, I think, ended up doing well after they fixed all the glitches. And then, of course, your Saints Row series. I mean, and then and then Griff's favorite, Killer is Dead. That's
I
the
mean,
one
you
that
could do something with that one. It was okay. It wasn't the worst
Dead
game
Island,
I've
didn't
ever
they
played.
like cancel one of the games or something?
They did. But then
Yeah.
the thing that's good about THQ Nordic is they bought them, but basically they just gave them a bunch of money and it's like, keep doing what you're doing, but you're part of us now. We'll go
Right.
ahead and keep an eye on you, but your fans like you for a reason. We want to be part of that reason. So
Right.
just keep doing it, which is smart. It's better than what some of these bigger publishers they're
Yeah.
doing, fucking sticking
Dead
their
Island
hands so
2's been,
deep
like,
in
on the
there.
Back burner for like ever.
What has?
Dead
Dead
Island
Island
2.
2.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I mean, we had that trailer that looked pretty fun, and then nothing.
Yeah.
Now the dude jogging.
Yeah, but I think it's because they lost a lot of their people for that project, so it's a whole new group working on it. Maybe it's just not working out the way they want it to.
Yeah, but I mean, I think they could do a little something with THQ Nordic at their backs now. So
Maybe.
hopefully it gives them a little push,
Well,
and they'll do
Oh,
something.
it could also just be on the back burner just because zombie stuff is kind of.
yeah, that's what I was
Dying
thinking.
out.
Is zombies are kind of played
You
out
gotta
right
do
now.
something right. Yeah, I mean, you got State of Decay State of Decay 2 that's coming out this year, which I'm gonna buy.
And that
one.
other one that Sam Whitmer's in, that guy.
Oh, I know which one you're talking
Sam,
about.
the guy
Also,
from Becoming
Yeah.
or Being Human.
Being Human, and the Metal Gear Solid game. The Metal Gear Solid
Yeah.
zombie game.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
one is
yeah.
what it's
that
called,
one
but-
is the beta is open on Steam right now and it's free to play. So check it
wow.
out.
I don't know if I'd still be interested. I mean, all it is just like, oh, we're using the Metal Gear title.
The way I read
how I
some of
felt
the
about it.
reviews and apparently people are enjoying the shit out of it because you just remove the Metal Gear out of it and you use the same game engine but it's a different style. You pick a character, you drop into this world, you kill some zombies and you find your base and you start building up defenses. Then you fight off waves of zombies as they try to attack you, and then once the waves are over you get quests and missions to explore this world and find resources, come back, build up your base a little stronger, fight off waves, rinse and repeat. It's really, really fun, but we're gonna have to see if it has staying power.
I don't think it will.
Yeah,
I think
don't
it'll
know.
go the
It's-
same route as the Resident Evil spinoff, where you were playing characters that didn't really matter in the RE universe and just
Well, this
playing
is
like
as
a
close as
zombie
they're going
game.
to get to the Metal Gear, because without Kojima, I don't think they're going to be able to make a really good.
Well, I mean, Metal Gear was his baby. That was like his story of things that he did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
And now he's making weird Death Stranding. See how
Hello,
that
Death
goes.
Stranding.
Yeah, when are we
Is
gonna
it-
see that anyway?
with Norman Reedus baby stuff and his mouth and
You know, I bet we'll get another trailer for it this year and another trailer next year, and it's just gonna be like year after year of nothing but trailers. And all he's doing is really making like a movie project.
Yeah, and then it's gonna like, if this was a movie, you'd say that, and then it'd be like 4 years down the road, and it would show a picture of you right after you finish the game, going, "My life, it's complete. Oh my
My
god!"
life is complete. I don't know, man.
No,
or
that
you
would
just
be
take
that would
all
be a
the
commercial
trailers
for
that they
him.
release and put them together in a certain order, and then it just makes the movie.
Yeah, that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking. You're
There
just
you go,
getting the movie
perfect.
piece by piece. And he's
Ooh,
like,
done.
oh, there's definitely a game,
Well,
and
no,
then it's a
the
mobile game.
gameplay is rearranging it so that way it makes sense.
Oh, okay, I see.
What do you think the total gameplay of that game's going to actually be? Like start to finish, if you sit down to that game, it's
4
going to
hours.
be 4 hours.
I don't know. It's probably not gonna be
I'd probably give it 8.
8. Yeah, maybe, because you got to be careful with games like
What was
that.
5? What was 5? Metal Gear 5.
12 maybe? 10 to 12?
Through the main story alone.
So
I-
yeah, I figure it'll probably end up being 8. It was probably only 12 because Konami said you need to make it longer.
Oh yeah, Metal Gear Survive. That's what it's called. I just see it comes out in 2 days.
But to be fair, they had a game that I was able to complete in 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, some of the old Metal Gears you can speed run pretty quickly, though, if you know the layout of all of it.
This was the first time I played it. It was the whatever the one was, the 0 or whatever it was they had before 5 came out.
Phantom Pain.
Phantom Pain. That's it.
Yep. That was the short
let's
one.
see.
Yeah, the one that I beat in like an hour.
Yeah, the one that everybody beat in like an hour.
Yeah.
An hour
If you
if you
beat-
were
if it
looking
took-
at things. Like 30 minutes if you were just doing the mission.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you run straight through it like half an hour, like I actually was like, I'm gonna see if I can like do this and do that. Okay, I'm kind of bored. Let's just finish this.
Yeah, it was
Finish
a sold
him.
demo. Like it was
Yeah.
it was
A $40 demo.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't pay for it, to be honest.
I rented it when I was working at GameStop, and then when people came in to buy it, I was like, dude, I beat
Don't.
this in an hour, and I was just messing around.
Yeah.
They're like, what? Seriously? Yeah, it's not worth $40.
No.
What else you guys want to talk about? What else we got?
There are 2 other things that we can throw in there. I've
Okay.
already told you the Vermintide. They did a big old video of it. The Overwatch League, the Zarya God player that
Yeah.
the pros thought was fucking cheating. She finally got signed to a team, which I
Yay!
personally feel she should have been signed right out of the gate.
Right.
Like she should have been one of those like, I want her on my fucking team.
But they were all
Right.
there was pushback because she was a lady. Oh, I don't know how a woman's gonna mesh on
She
our
must be
team.
cheating.
Well, no, it's not
Huh.
even she must be cheating. It's legitimately some of the teams were like, we don't know how it would work out to have a female on our team. The same as every other person on your team.
Well, I mean, unless they're just going to be like, well, we're going to get distracted. And...
I mean, I'm sorry. Are the rest of your players fucking idiots and 14-year-old boys? Can they not control themselves? Oh my god, it's a girl. There's boobs in the chair next to me. I
Well,
can't
it's-
play.
It's gonna be one of those. It's gonna be it's gonna be a steep learning curve. But once we're over that and women become a regular, it's gonna be no issue.
I don't even
But
see
until
why
it
it's a
becomes
learning
regular.
curve.
The problem you can run into is not the fact that she's female in general, but the fact that you always have a possibility of when you have people in the mix that have a possibility of maybe even getting attracted to each other, whether that's male, female, male, whatever. It's just statistically speaking going to be more possibility with male, female.
So, do you
And
have
it's-
to like fill out your application for esports and go, "Are you straight, dude?" Because you have to be a straight dude
No.
to be on this team.
No.
Because if you're gay, you can't sit in the chair next to them. You might
No,
be
I just
attracted.
said it's a possibility with male,
I know, but
female,
that's what I'm
female.
saying though, is because it's been so acceptable for dudes to be on teams together.
Yeah,
Do you have
but
to ask
what I'm
that?
Oh no, what I'm saying is that statistically speaking, no matter who it happens with, whether it's male, female, whatever, you always have a possibility of causing a problem within a group. And I think that's part of the problem that they've had is the fact that they looked at it as bringing her in, not because she's female and the fact that she can't play because she's female, but always the possibility of a relationship starting with somebody else that's on there and creating a divide within the team.
But okay, you're misunderstanding what I'm saying though. Is because I'm saying the same. As you said, it could happen with male. So do you have to ask that as a prerequisite?
No,
You are
I
a
don't
man
think you
playing
need to-
on this
I-
team. Are
I
you
don't
going
think
to
you're
be
on
You
the-
gay?
need to make a pretense that that there is no inter-team fraternization.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's
you've got to have it in
Yeah,
there.
regardless of sexuality or anything like that.
Yeah,
So
like,
or
it doesn't
what you're
matter.
attracted to. You can love a pineapple. No pineapples in the fucking house. But there needs to be a damn.
I think
like,
you draw the
clause in
line
I
at the
think that would
pineapple, bro.
hurt to
I
love
think
a
you draw the
pineapple.
line at the pineapple.
there. Okay, that's not the point. But there needs to be like make sure.
I
rules
just and I'm
are-
just saying that because I don't think the pineapple's going to be a good gamer. Okay. I
It
just
could
don't
be.
think. I just don't.
I mean, have you
yeah, it's
seen
got the
some of
little
these-
leaves.
Have you seen
but I don't
these
think
pro
the leaves can
players?
operate everything.
I mean, I've seen somebody beat Dark Souls with a potato. So I mean,
That is a good
point.
point.
If we played,
but
the
I don't want.
pineapple-
Yeah, but I'll take a potato on my team because I've seen how well potato does.
Yeah, I've seen people who potato shoot too. They're awful. But anyway, it's just going to be a different dynamic to add a female into the group. It's going to
Yep.
take time to get used to. Trust me. Well, I grew up with females, so it was no problem with me. But because they're quite a bit different than males, but it just takes time to adjust, and the culture needs to change, and it just takes time.
Well, and the culture will change. I just
Exactly.
think, but there is. But to be honest with you, I would actually. What I would love to happen is because we already have a men's league that's on here, and I love the fact that she's been brought in. I would love to have a women's league, and then turn around and go, "Really, guys, you think you're that good?" And this girl right here, she ends up going to the women's league of it and just destroying every guy's team that's out there. And she doesn't have to have other men to do it with it. She does it with all women, and then the women because. There's a pretense for sports that are out there, both men and female sports that are out there, like that you've got to, in the U.S. you have baseball, then you have softball. It doesn't mean that a woman can't be a good baseball player. It's just most women, when they grow up, girls as they grow up, they don't have baseball as an option necessarily. They're thrown into the softball world, and that might be a parental thing, or it might just be a society type thing.
It's a culture.
I think
thing
with
for sure.
well, but I think in a gaming standpoint, it's the equalizer,
Yes,
right?
absolutely.
Because it doesn't matter. Physical prowess doesn't matter necessarily in this game. It matters with endurance, which women have been proven to have better endurance than men
yes,
do.
they have.
It's I think in the long run, it's going to benefit the gaming industry to be able to do this. I understand why that they're neglecting to do it, and part of it's going to be a cultural thing too. Because isn't she South Korean?
Yes.
Yeah, and there's going to be a cultural issue.
No, she's Korean. Yeah, Korean.
Yeah, so there's going to be a cultural thing there too, and which the good thing is of the Koreas, they're the more liberal of the two. But I think that this one's a good one. I think that the fact that they brought her on here, but I'm like you, why in the hell has it taken this long? Because it was 2 years ago that we heard that she was cheating, right?
Yeah, because she's super fucking good. I mean, she has an 80% win rate on a Korean server with Zarya. I mean, that motherfucker shows up in your game, you're just going to leave because, I mean, you remember that Widowmaker from a long time ago. You avoid him so often. So,
It's crazy. It's good. I mean, it's good that they're doing it, and I do think you need to put a pretense in there now because it might not have been. Culturally, I don't know how South Koreans are with that. Like, I think from an American standpoint, it is something that we look at because we're a little bit more liberal and more open of a society than necessarily some of the Asian cultures are, and I'm not sure how South Korea is about that.
yeah, and I'm pretty sure that there's probably a clause like that in everybody's contract according to, like, the whole crew inside of the program. Like, you cannot date the video manager. Like, there's no...
Well, you don't. I mean,
company
you've got it for
fraternization.
coaches and executives, and it depends. Every business has something similar to that.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming
for
it would be.
But yeah, I'm glad she got picked up finally. She deserved a spot. She might not have. Well, I guess she was old enough. She was 17 in 2016, so she's 19 now. So that's good. Anything
for
else
her.
to add?
What else do you want to talk about?
That's her moving on.
System Shock reboot
Yeah.
is on a hiatus.
What?
Yeah.
System Shock reboot was put on hiatus after it raised like 1.3 million on Kickstarter.
Somehow it doesn't surprise me though.
That is poor management. I'm just saying. I don't want to
Everybody
be
went to
too
Disney
mad
World.
about it, but screw you guys for doing that shit. Screw you guys for not having milestones, not having a plan, and letting shit get out of control. That $1.3 million could not build an indie game.
I just
AAA reboot, whatever.
But you're looking at it, and it's got a like from a Kickstarter standpoint. You know, what was it? The guy in the apartment that ended up paying all that amount of money or whatever from was like 3-4 years ago. Kickstarter changed their policies to where you have to deliver a certain amount of time. If this is put on hiatus, you make enough people mad. Now you got to start giving money back or however that works. Like I'm not exactly sure how that works versus like Indiegogo or whatever where
they just keep the money.
You just basically keep the money.
I think the hiatus is they're basically kind of like, all right, guys, we're done working on this. We're going to go back to the drawing board and fix this fucking map and then come back and do this.
Yeah, I don't...
I hope so.
I hope so, but I mean, if $1.3 million didn't get you there to start with, what
How
if
is it
I...
get you there?
Yeah, if I put my money into it, which I didn't in this case, if I put my money into it, what's my faith in you? Like, what am I going to actually guarantee? Because you've had this amount of time to do it, $1.3 million to do it, and you haven't done it yet. Now you're telling me you're going to do it bigger and better than ever.
And I think one of the things that, because they were talking to the Night Dive CEO, and he said as our concept grew and as our team changed, so did the scope of what we were doing with that budget for the game. No. What you should have done in Chicken's Right, poor management, what you should have done is had a game plan before you launched your Kickstarter. This is what we want to accomplish. This is how much money we think it will take to do that. And instead, as you started getting money, you started adding shit onto it. Well, yeah, but I mean, it's basically
Stop adding shit onto it.
Yeah, it's like you have a base pole and this like globe on top of it of what you want to accomplish. And as you add stuff, it starts tilting and eventually it's going to just fall. Because you mismanaged how you wanted to build it from the start.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
so
completely agree.
I mean, I get that you had more money and so you thought you could do a bunch of extra stuff, but that's still poor management. It means that you thought you could do it, but you couldn't.
Oh, and that's most of the games are set up, and I'm assuming their Kickstarter is set up the same way, which is if we reach our goal of this, then it's going to include this. If we reach our goal of this, it's going to include this. Reach our goal of this, include this. But each one of those is a base, like you just said, and as long as that base is there, you're fine. You reach 1.3 million, whatever your goal was. Let's say you said at $500,000, we're going to have this as the max, and now you reach 1.3. Don't add anything to that. Your 500,000 was as high as you wanted to go. That's what you put on there. Maybe add, I don't know, a multiplayer or something like that to it if that's what you're wanting to do. But, for the other 500,000, but $300,000 needs to be put in there in case you're, completely fucked. Yeah, I don't know. Or stick it into early access. Get it to a certain point, put it into early access if you're using that amount of money in it. But
no
get
kidding.
it to a point. Because System Shock's got a following, so it's not like it's going to be hard to do it.
I mean, hell, I'd be like, all right, System Shock for free on early access. This is not going to be free forever. You will have to pay for it eventually, but we just need help testing it out, working, get it to a stable alpha phase. You could charge cheap for it, and once you get to the beta and the final phase, you could start looking to actually sell the product. But,
right.
I mean, they just let it get out of control. That was poor management. I am sorry, but you guys just kept your ideas. I can guarantee what it was. It's like, oh, we could do this, and that'd be great. Yeah, that's wonderful. We could do that. But what about if we had this too? And it just kept adding and adding and adding.
You're rebooting a game that already exists.
We could just do this and this and this. No.
But you're rebooting a game that already exists, so you know the parameters of the original game already. Like, this is the story. You already have your whole roadmap right there. How did you do this? Like, what happened? What kind of scope did you start really fucking over? We've got 3D animation. Okay, well, let's put it in VR, guys. Let's make sure this is VR ready at launch. Like, is that how you're getting overly ambitious? Because you've already got the base plan is already taken care of, unless you're changing the story too, which is not really a reboot in that case, I guess.
Yeah, why in the world would you even do that? That would make no sense.
Yeah. I just didn't know what they were doing. That's somebody that got overly ambitious and had no idea how they were going to deliver on the product that they were talking about.
It just seemed like there was a person and there was people in a room and it was nothing but yes men. There was no no's.
Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, we could definitely do that. No, you can't. Ugh.
Oh.
Everybody
They
needs that one
fired the
person
no
that's
guy.
like me.
That one person that said no to them, they let him go.
Everybody needs a me
It's
on
like
their team.
Jar
So you're
Jar
like, that's
Binks all
stupid.
over again.
No, that's stupid. Stop saying things. Just shut your mouth. That's dumb. All right. You guys want to talk Sea of Thieves?
Yeah, we could do a little. We could talk a little bit about Sea of Thieves. I don't know
A
if
little
it's just
bit?
to
A little?
talk about. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. There wasn't too much. Oh wait, yes, there was. Friday the Friday the 13th, February 13th, the NDA lifted, and a bunch of Sea of Thieves information flooded out of the gates. But before we get into that, I want to tell a couple of stories about the most recent beta.
Okay.
The first one is going to be me and Baka.
Okay.
Like, oh yes. Oh, all right. First of all, me and him on a sloop. You better fucking watch out. Like, holy shit, we will destroy your face. A galleon started chasing us, and we're in a sloop, so we're fucking maneuvering as nobody can predict. So we swing around some rocks, and they 180 turn for some reason. Like, they just dropped it
Okay.
because we come around the rocks pretty tight, and they're trying to chase us, but they don't have the angle on us, so they drop anchor and just turn around. So we just keep going, and we see that they picked up their anchor and they're coming after us again. We're at Shipwreck Bay. Okay. Oh yes, the name fits so well. So all right, I'm like, Baka, we're gonna sail through these tiny little corridors and we're gonna make them crash. So we start maneuvering gently through, like, we're slowing down pretty fast, and they're just flying up on
Slowing
us.
down pretty fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we raised sails and we stopped pretty quickly. And they're flying up on us. All three sails are coming, and we get through this little corridor, and they're right behind us. I was like, they're not going to be able to make that turn. So they hit the first rock, and they bounce up, and then they angle down to our left side, and they hit the other sandbar, and I'm blasting them because they don't have an angle on us. And we hit a rock because they pushed us into one, and I'm still blasting them, and Baka's angling and setting the sails trying to get us out, and I run downstairs and I start repairing and whatnot, and Baka's like, oh no, they shot me, they killed me. So I run back upstairs after the boat's repaired, and he's basically got it set. So I grab the wheel and drop the sails and go straight forward, and I turn around and their ship is like up, going down. And I jump on the back and I'm like, sorry guys, that was kind of fun, but you should know how to sail your ship before you try to chase us. And we just sail right out.
He's talking
There
some
were
smack,
four of
man.
them. There were four of them on that ship. You could see because they were standing on the front.
Salty motherfuckers.
Oh, you could
That's
tell
awesome.
too. Oh, they were so mad that we got away. Like, we just made them crash right into the fucking rocks and they sank. Oh, it was so good.
He was very proud of himself.
Oh yes, it's on stream. I'm gonna clip that shit because it's so good. So
Eventually, Chicken will move stuff to his YouTube one day.
good. Yeah, I got a bunch of clips. I gotta put it all on YouTube. And as for the second one, this is for you, newbie, or when you listen to this. Okay, so it was the end of the night. It was about 1:45, and we're like, all right, we're gonna go ahead and call it. There's a ship over there, so we're gonna go pick a fight with them. So we sail over there, and they're docked, and we just start blasting them. They start shooting back. It turns into a nice little fight. We sail past. We turn around, and as we're coming back, they start getting up and start moving, and we're still blasting them, and we sink them. Pretty easy, right? Like, we just wrecked them. We
Right.
definitely overcame that. We dropped anchor, and we waited for the ship to sink, and me and Baka jumped off because after their ships or their chests rose up, we were like, all right, cool, we're just gonna go ahead and jump down and grab these. By the way, all of this was happening in the hurricane. Yeah.
Okay.
So we jump off and we go down, and I start fighting them, and they kill Baka, and then I killed
Actually,
them.
no, I died to sharks.
Oh,
Because I had 4 sharks coming at me. I killed 3 of them. The 4th one got me.
That's right. And I
Oh,
killed the
God.
last one. And
Damn
the
sharks.
last guy killed me. And I was like, shit, okay. That's no problem. We'll get back and we'll go ahead and get it because they don't have their ship right there. And Newbie's on our ship watching. And Baka spawns first, and I think he goes back out to grab the chests.
Yeah, I start grabbing chests.
And then I spawn up, and I'm in the water. And I am like, what the fuck is going on? Why is our ship sinking? what the fuck? Newbie, did you bucket the water? And he's like, what? No, I didn't know. I was like, it's fucking raining. You're supposed to bucket the water out. And our ship goes down.
Let me tell you, if that was me and I spawned up in the water, that would be like an instant, I left the game, I left the voice chat, I cannot deal with your dumb ass right now.
I was so fucking salty. Oh my God.
See, y'all put me in the brig for no reason whatsoever. His ass would be in the damn
Well,
brig.
no, there was a reason behind that. We wanted to test it and make sure that it functioned correctly, and we just used the guinea pig. And we also tested the function of sinking the ship on its own while you were still in the brig.
Yeah, I hear you.
2 birds with 1 stone.
Uh-huh.
Now, see, that would be wonderful if that was the end of the story.
Oh,
but
God.
it's not. So the ship goes down, and Newbie's already off grabbing treasure chests with Baka, and they run off and they hide they basically have the treasure chests and they're hiding them in a sunken ship. I was like, all right, fine. I guess I'll just go grab our ship. So I go back and I hit the mermaid, go back to our ship. Now I'm sailing a galleon alone. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was
Fun
so
times.
fucking difficult. And I'm like, all right, cool. I just need to drop some sails and try to get a little speed to go towards where we just died at to get these chests to get out of here. And as I'm heading there, I see off in the distance they have their ship, all 3 sails, and they are just flying to where we just fought. And I'm like, oh God, I need to go faster to get over there. And I drop all 3 sails, about half mast, and I start sailing. And it's raining. Well, fuck. Okay, so I need to bucket water while sailing, steering the ship in a storm. So I start bucketing water out. Then the hull breaks. So it starts filling up. I run back upstairs, try to readjust so that it's aiming straight forward, erase some of the sails, run back downstairs, bucket the water, run back downstairs, repair again, bucket the water, breaks again. Busts 2 more times, and I'm like, oh my fucking God, can someone help me? And I run back upstairs to readjust because I'm just heading towards rocks because I'm in the fucking storm and it's just swerving off course. So I readjust, run back downstairs, repair, grab more water, keep going back and up and downstairs, repair again, pour more water out, repair again, pour more water out. And I finally get it to where it's set. Like the ship's repaired, the water's out, I'm steering, I'm on the other side of the island where those 2 are at. Like my ship just kept going. I don't even know where I'm at. So I try to spin it around. And by this time, the other ship is already there looking for them. And I hear these 2 talking.
While all that was going on, they were already sitting out, like, right where we hid the chest. Like, when I went in there to go hide the last one, and they were parked right out there, and they were, like, swimming all around. I had, like, no ammo or anything left. So I was hiding in the ship.
Hide.
Oh,
That
man.
would be nice, though, like, to have places to be able to reload, like, to reload your stuff on an island.
I was thinking
or under
that
a
too.
ship, or like, because if I go into a shipwreck, that ship at one point had an area for me to be able for
reload.
the other pirates to be able to reload. So why can't I reload off of what they had before? You know, especially since I've got to fight sharks anyway, even if nobody else shows up.
Yep.
So,
Yep. So that's not the end of the story, by the way.
Oh God.
oh my God.
So I swing back around and go towards their other ship, and one of the guys, like, Baka comes back at this point to our ship. One of the guys gets on our ship, or 2 of them get on our ship, and I kill one of them, the other one kills Baka, and then I'm fighting the guy on the helm, and I jump, but I jump off the ship.
Oh no.
So I'm like, all right, they have our ship now. So I swim towards their ship, and I kill the 2 people on their ship. And then I'm talking to them, telling them, you kicked me off my ship, so I'm taking your ship now. And I kill the guy that spawns again. And then the other guy that spawns kills me. And then I spawn back up on my ship, kill that guy. And then I run to shore to try to find the chest. And basically, it ends right there. The guy from the other ship, like, comes up waving white flag. We're friendly now and whatnot. And the lady on their team brings me a chest. It's like, here, I think this is yours. And I was like, no, we didn't have any. I think that's the one we stole from you. You can go ahead and have it. And our ship sinks. And then Newbie takes their chest and sinks it all the way down, like basically swims down.
No,
and
I did that.
I thought you left one underneath the ship.
Well, that's where I was heading originally, because we only had two treasure chests left. So Newbie brings the one ashore, like up on the beach, which is the
Okay.
one where they went, oh, cool, you went, oh, cool, that's yours because we didn't have any. I took the other one because, I'm a spiteful little ginger, and I went to go sink it down at the bottom of the water, and I started seeing sharks, so I went and hid it underneath another part of the ship, so that way it would sit there and float, and they would never find it.
And then I quit the game.
Yep.
Oh, talk about so frustrating. That could have just been so saved by not sinking
We
the
could
ship
have
at the
had,
beginning.
they had 3 treasure chests. One of them we didn't get a chance to get to. It was just me and Newbie, so we only brought 2 aboard, or onto the shore. And then we had them on the beach, and you were like, just give me a minute, I'll be over there to get them. I'll pick you guys up. And then the other ship started coming up, so we hid them in the sunken boat. But then we hid them there, too.
Oh my god, let me tell you, that was the most stressful I've ever been. Trying to fucking sail a galleon alone through a storm. I actually thought about just jumping overboard and letting the
Are you
motherfucker
done
go.
with it? You're like, I can't do
Yeah.
this.
Like, holy shit, that thing was just ridiculous. But that's my 2 stories. A really good one and a really bad one.
Well, you want to talk about some of the stuff that they have now, that has now come out about the game?
Since the embargo
you
is
can.
over.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure everyone's tired of hearing me talk, so I'll just put
Well,
my
I mean,
opinion in.
you've read the most about it, so go ahead.
Alright, so the first thing is about the progression. Everything is going to be shareable. Like, if I become a pirate legend, I can let you guys play with me and we can do pirate legend missions. The legend is basically, once you get all of the reputations as high as you need them, and what they say, do some special things for specific people. Like, you're going to get like a message and you have to do certain achievements, I guess, like kill 50 players with a sword or kill 100 players. Like, you gotta become special or do something
You
specific.
gotta
gotta
be
become
special.
special. Okay.
Yeah, then you'll receive
Some people
a
are just
key.
born special, buddy.
I know, but
Me
I
and
don't
Chicken
like to
are gonna
brag
be
about
working on
it.
this.
Yes.
Especially if we can keep doing the 2-man sloop.
Ooh. Because the first day I played, I went from rank 1 to rank 8 by myself, and then Baka played, and I went from 8 to 13. When I finished the game in just 6 hours, I think I was rank 18.
Finish the game.
Well, when the beta ended, I
Okay.
was level 18. But yeah, there's apparently going to be a lot of stuff for the legend status. Once you get it, you will no longer spawn in the bar. You will spawn in the hideout, and apparently the hideout was in the game the whole time. By the way, people have been looking everywhere for it and cannot find it. It is hidden, but it's in the game somewhere.
Somewhere.
Somewhere. Theoretically, it's in the
Well,
game.
it just didn't tell us it was
Well,
a
no.
hideout. It's probably there.
They said it's in there. It's in the game, but people have not found it.
I guess that's
Okay.
why it's called a hideout too, though.
Yep.
It's well hidden.
But
Yes.
well, it wouldn't be on the map normally then.
Right?
Gotta get a
Maybe.
special map.
Well, maybe, but people have also, like, the forums are crazy about this. Like, they got a huge group together, and they're gonna like assign everybody a coordinate on the map, and you have to search that whole square and search all like every island in depth. Like, it's
That's
just
crazy.
crazy what these guys are doing to try and find this thing. But you're not allowed to get into it, so unless you have the key. So. But that's the base end game that they've talked about. There's going to be a lot more. They want to continuously support this game. The next status above that is going to be Legendary Captain, which means you get a very special ship that you can outfit. That I assume is only going to be one per server. So you get to show off your big cojones to everybody else.
Probably be something like larger than a galleon.
Yeah, it may look larger than a galleon, but I don't know.
It'll probably
I-
handle like a galleon, I would imagine.
yeah, it'll,
Either that or like from a distance, the appearance is going to be different than just a regular galleon.
Where you're on
Not
site,
necessarily-
you're
I
like,
demand
oh.
more cannons.
like they say that it wants to look like your Black Pearl or your Jackdaw. They want it to be your ship specifically, so that when people see you, they're like, "Oh shit, that guy, not that guy again."
Not the Dread
But,
Captain Chicken.
I am interested,
Exactly.
though.
Get,
I am
get him up
interested
to
in
that
that.
status, and then that way we just have to like go up and park next to another ship and go, just give us your treasure, and we'll leave you alone. And we don't have to work for shit anymore.
Exactly.
I am very interested, though, like, speaking of that, though, because if you're a legend status and you go into either solo or duo, and you carry that over, what the ship appearance would change. Because
If
it wouldn't
you-
always be a galleon, right?
If you're a legendary captain, whenever people join you, it's always your ship.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So,
But if you're on a sloop, it'll be just a normal sloop.
okay.
But it'll spawn in the hideout. Like, your ship will spawn in the hideout, and whenever people join your game, everybody spawns in your hideout with you. So, whoever gets to be a legend, they'll all get to spawn with you. So, if I get to be a legend or Baki
That'll
gets to be a
fun.
legend, you'll get to see the thing, but you won't be able to access it without me. Yeah. So, so that's kind of the hideout thing. They're talking about a new system for the ship capacity. They've got lots of stuff planned. They're not giving specifics, which is fine.
There's new wildlife, like bats and parrots and stuff.
Yes, there's going to be a whole lot more in the full release. Like, there was a nice little aesthetics that they put in for the beta, which is nice to see the world alive more. Like, you know, you park.
There's
and you see
fish
just
in
a
the
bunch of
water
fish.
now.
Yeah,
They
there's
should
Oh,
add
really?
in, like,
That's awesome.
whales. They should
They
add in,
might
like,
do.
whales that can actually, like, when they surface for air, like, do damage to your ship randomly.
No.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. Somebody also talked about adding the bigger sea monsters, and someone was like, "We need to add a megalodon,
No.
like a big ass fucking
Giant
shark
ass
that'll
shark.
just
Yeah,
hit
that's
your
gonna be like,
shirt."
I just shot it 5 times and it still just swallowed me whole.
Well, somebody was also suggesting they add them and then take them out for a couple of days, so that
So like it's like events type thing.
It would be like, oh, I saw
A
this
myth?
one thing, but I've never seen one. Dude, you're making that shit up.
Shark Week, man.
I mean,
Put it in the Shark Week.
let me put it to you this way: they have said they want this game to constantly be evolving and changing.
They
and
talked about changing the islands too, didn't they? Like
They will
randomly
troll. They want to
changing?
troll the shit out of people too. They will randomly change islands, add islands, take away islands, make the map bigger,
Be
make
like,
the
wasn't
map
there an
smaller.
island here yesterday? No?
Like they want to
Okay.
constantly keep the world
It's like there's
moving.
some overlord that keeps screwing with us.
Yeah, they want it to make it so that every time you join on, you're like, all right, cool. There was an island here last time. What the fuck? Okay, so maybe that's not where I thought it was, or
So
they'll
maybe
just
the
move
hideout
islands
moves, too.
around.
Which might be why nobody found it.
Very possible. Like that's what I find so interesting is that they're gonna like. You think you know where everything is. You log on one day and nothing is where you thought it was, and you're like, oh shit. Like they just switch all the biomes around, and you're just like this biome wasn't down here; it was up there. But okay, I guess. And then the islands are all shifted around. And you're like, okay. There will be no PvE areas. There will be no safe zones. Not even Reddit really wants them. That's right. That is what they
I
said.
love that line.
That is what
I
they
love that
said.
line. I think that's hilarious.
Yes, it is golden, but
Not
yeah,
even
no
if
safe
Reddit
zones.
wants them.
Yeah, as long as the server sizes are kept roughly where they are, as far as how many boats per server and whatnot, that'll be fine. Because you can probably find an outpost where you can drop your stuff off. But if the servers
Yeah.
are flooded and you've always got like a ship sitting at the outpost waiting, that's gonna be
Yeah,
awful.
I think the servers are good because it's like 16 to 24 people per server.
Yeah.
Now, unfortunately, I think Red's just out of his fucking mind when he was like, they need to have like 25 ships on a server. I was like,
No.
are you
Oh
fucking
my
crazy?
god, no.
You
There's
couldn't go
30
like
islands.
more than 5 minutes without seeing another ship. There would
Oh
just be
my-
ship
lucky to
battles
go 5
everywhere.
minutes.
Well, I think what makes the world feel so big is the fact there's not a lot of ships.
Yeah.
You know, it's like they can make the map smaller and it still feels big. Versus, oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes.
I do find it interesting though. Like they were talking about the things that are affected by gameplay. Like pigs need to be fed. Snakes will poison you and are affected by music. Can be charmed by it. Chickens
I like the fact that you can
make
put 'em in a
loud
basket and throw 'em
noises
on other
and can
ships.
affect, and other crews can hear it.
That's going to be fucked up, man. Ooh. Like the amount of things that you're going to have to worry about and
Load some
keep
snakes
an
in a
eye
cannon.
on.
Shoot them at the other ship.
Animals can drown, get hit by lightning, and even blow up.
So you don't want to put them on the top of the ship when you're sailing.
No.
Uh,
Well, it sounds like I wouldn't want to put chicken up there anyway because it'd be loud as hell, and I don't want to put it on the second floor because it'll drown if I put it on the bottom.
yes, definitely. One of the things that I checked out in the beta was that the skeleton fort raids, they've actually added the vault into it. Like it's a giant fucking ghost door, and it says a key is required. And right above it is like this giant like arena style type thing. From what I've read, it's gonna take a lot of people to deal with that because the skeletons are gonna be overwhelmingly numerous. You've only got so many shots.
So it'll be like a raid.
Yes, and it has a giant skull above the island, so most of the server will be able to see what's going on. They could come to help you.
Or they
Or
can come to kill you.
Exactly, but they won't be able to do it themselves. And if they come up and make enemies with you, you can just come right back and be like, well, you didn't help us. We're going to fuck you up while you're trying to do it. So, I mean, and apparently I don't understand what they meant, but it's going to take more than one trip to get all of the treasure out of the vault.
Probably you have to go in there, grab like handful, like chest or whatever, bring them to the ship, come back, keep going back and forth.
No, like you're gonna have to go to an outpost, deliver it, and then come back. See, that makes me
It's
start
just going to be
wondering.
filled with crying chests. That's all it is.
That makes me wonder if you're going to if there's going to be a weight capacity to your ship.
Well, they
like,
already
carry-
when we played yesterday, I know they were doing the server tests and everything, but like once you went down it was largely once you went down the steps in the galleon into like the second and third decks,
Even the
you
sloop,
stuttered
too.
and lagged a whole lot. And then Chicken had said something about he had heard they were working on mechanics where the waves that the boat was hitting would actually affect your walking. I really
So you
hope that
have-
if it's going to be a weight capacity and they're going to go like that in depth with that much of the physics, the weight capacity, the waves and everything, they really like work on it before they implement it. Because obviously the wave thing
Well-
is not ready to be launched.
No.
Honestly, that kind of makes sense because once you start doing the quest where you have to go to islands and find animals or whatever and deliver them, I mean, you can only have so much stuff on that ship before.
It starts getting a little weighed down and going slower, or it's too much and the boards pop and you take on water. So
So if you try to have 35 treasure chests or 50 treasure chests,
you're gonna be like weighed way down or
Right.
sink. So I think that's super neat. So that's the raids, which I find super interesting. The character creation is a love-hate between everybody. Some people love it, some people hate it.
Some people don't understand how it works because they picked the first pirate that they saw in the first group.
Yes. Basically what it does is it gives you 8 choices of pirates, and you can scroll through them. If you don't like them, just re-roll another 8. Scroll through them. You don't like any of them, re-roll it. I spent 11 minutes on stream looking through pirates until I found the one that I wanted.
I spent a while looking for one until I finally settled.
You only did like 9 rotations. Psh,
Well,
but
you
those
were
are noob
waiting for us
numbers.
to play, so
Yeah. But when the game comes out, I will go through it several dozen times to find my pirate.
yeah, because it's going to be attached to your Microsoft account.
yes.
Yes, it is.
That
your
pirate is you.
Yep. See, I'm only
I'm-
looking at the build of the character, aesthetics, the hair, the eye patch, the
You
clothes.
said that we
the
can
peg
buy
leg,
hair
whatever.
and stuff, but I only saw two Bible hairstyles and 2 beards,
Yeah.
and that was it.
Currently.
Are there more?
Yeah,
Like, or,
currently,
no,
I
well,
would
that's what I'm
imagine
asking.
more.
Are there plans to be more?
Oh yeah, there's
Okay.
gonna be. Their plans are to have tons of cosmetics and add tons of cosmetics.
Okay.
Like if somebody asks for it, they want to go ahead and just do it and then add.
Yeah,
it
this
in.
was
I'm
just
gonna
a
ask for a
scale
rainbow
test.
beard.
So
Rainbow,
a rainbow
beard.
beard. It'll probably happen.
Pirates
prob-
didn't have hair dye.
That will jump up into the next somewhat controversial topic:
Okay.
microtransactions.
You can buy pets.
Yes, you could buy
Like-
potions, is one of the rumors too.
Well, yeah, but the potions aren't like buff yourself up potions. They're supposed to be
No.
like funsies potions, where it's like this one makes you old, this one makes you
Yeah.
tiny, or something.
I
Like
don't know
essentially, you're
about-
buying a noggin fogger elixir.
Yeah, something like that. And I assume during the holidays they'll let you buy fun costumes and whatnot that you can put on your characters. I'm hoping they do holiday themed chests. Dig it up. Oh, it's a Santa chest. Woo! Or it's a pumpkin.
This is Santa
Like that.
chest that cries.
It would be interesting in Halloween because there are people that actually dress up as pirates for Halloween. So you have them dress up for other things that.
You can have him
They
dress
don't-
up as like a businessman with a suit and tie. And
Yeah, like the
Oh.
opposite. Like that would be
I
funny.
want my pirate to dress as a policeman.
I mean, you just right there gave a bunch of examples that they can just throw into the microtransaction shop. Leave all the pirate customizations and the stuff that you can earn, and then add a bunch of just fun dumb
Clumsy
stuff
stuff.
that you could buy.
Which I don't
Christmas
think that.
time, we need to have one person as Santa and the rest of them as elves manning the ship.
Oh, that
And
would
have
be
a Rudolph on the
hilarious.
end of it.
I don't think that the microtransactions are necessarily a bad thing in this one because you're not buying power. Like you can't buy weapons and junk. You just buy stuff to look at. It's all cosmetic, which is.
It
what
reminds me of
microtransactions
the
should
way
be.
you all describe WoW's system.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Like
mean, it's
in the
pretty much
fact
the
that
same.
you're just buying what you want, not something that
Yeah.
you need.
Yep, and the most beautiful thing is, all updates are free. Everything that they do to this game is going to be free. They're going to keep the community entirely together, and they're going to rely on buying microtransactions to support them.
It's not bad.
Baka's going to buy a monkey.
I'm going to put it in a cannon.
And she's going to shoot it off I'm going to throw it off the boat all the time.
Why did you shoot Kyle?
Come here, little monkey. Get in the cannon.
Let's see. The events we talked about. They're going to do a bunch of events all the time. Monthly, daily, daily, weekly, and monthly events. Periodically, randomly. Keep the world alive and keep you entertained.
I just thought of something. If Grip shoots my monkey out of a cannon, and if I leave the game, do I get him back?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
it should be
It's
attached
much
to
easier.
I could be like,
clothes.
sorry, you got to spend another $10. You lost your
No.
monkey.
It'll be your monkey.
Fuck
You
that.
will get to spawn in with it all the
I
time.
do want to shoot him out of a cannon, though. Just
Right?
Everyone's just going to be like, all right, it's my turn.
I want a kitty cat. The kitty cats look awesome.
I haven't
They have,
decided.
like,
I
little
need to see them
stars.
all in game before I decide.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one, Griff. I'm leaning monkey, but I'm kind of like you on that
And the
one.
microtransactions won't be in the game until 3 months after the game is released. So June is when you can
So you've
look
got
to-
time to get your, gear and stuff that you want, like the look that you want, and then you can buy all the fun stuff later.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay, so those are the events. Well, I guess those are the microtransactions, the events we talked about already. The items, 2 items that they're putting in. Shouting trumpet so that you can yell at ships far away. Stay away from me, bitch. And a white flag. Be like, don't fight me, bitch. I don't
I
want
think
it.
the white flag is going to be used as a troll item. Oh, we're totally going to
Oh.
be peaceful. Don't fight us.
It would be funny if
Sorry,
it did
people.
lock your cannons for a certain amount of time, though.
Oh.
But
then you
both
would
sides, right?
It'd be
No,
like,
know?
I guess both sides.
Yeah, because otherwise it would be if I know that person waves the white flag, it locks their cannons.
You're gonna
what
shoot
am I
at them
gonna do?
anyway.
I'm gonna shoot them
because
anyway.
you're a pirate.
Yeah.
And the most important piece of info that
Okay.
everybody has
The
been
Kraken.
begging for. The Kraken. Now, we've been hearing that motherfucker scream during the whole scale test. Like,
We thought it's
Much.
bones.
yeah, there are a bunch of bones all over Kraken's Fall. This thing, apparently from what I've read and heard, this thing is absolutely terrifying. It doesn't matter who you are, what you're doing. It will ruin your day. It is meant to ruin your day. If you're in an epic ship battle like we were yesterday, that motherfucker will pop up in between you and kill both of the ships. Like, it is indiscriminate in what it does.
I couldn't imagine. Like, all I'm thinking now is when we were being trolled by those guys that just kept coming over to where we were, if a Kraken had popped up in the middle of that.
I'm like, no,
First
not
of all,
today.
Griff was already irate at that point. I would have I probably would have just died hysterically. I've been laughing the whole damn time. Like, yes, this is our day right now. Trolled and these guys. Then here comes this Kraken. That's
Yeah.
awesome, though.
No, I'm just done here.
I do like the fact that you can try to get it to release you, and then there's special rewards if you're able to kill the Kraken.
There's
Well, as it
always a
should be.
Kraken. And there's always a Kraken on the map. It's somewhere. Just nobody knows where. Apparently the trigger for it's like the water will turn gray, and the clouds will turn a little dark, and you're in trouble.
Oh.
Like, at that point, it's like, oh shit.
See, I don't
no.
even think that it should have environmental triggers like that. I think it
No,
should
I
just
don't
be
either.
like,
I think it just
hey,
should-
we're going along,
Boom.
and was that a tentacle in front of us? You guys, and then it comes out of the water and eats you.
Well, I think
Yes.
it's just one of those, like, kind of build-up things where you're just looking over the ship and the water starts turning gray, and you're like, oh no, not again.
I think that should
Not
be
again.
the only clue. I don't think the clouds should turn anything. I
Yeah.
think if they're going to do any environmental clues, it should just be the water turns gray. And that's
Yeah.
it.
Fair enough.
Or you
like
see
I
the
s-
shape like a shadow under the water that's the same shape, like this is mass change, right?
I've seen some leaked screenshots that weren't supposed to be there, and somebody was like, get underwater and take a picture of it, and the first thing I thought was, hell no, that motherfucker can eat you.
I would
I
have
do
done it
not
for the
wa-
pictures. I
Not
want
me.
to look the Kraken in the face before it eats me.
There's no penalty for dying, so you might as well take the
Flash
pictures.
retarded, motherfucker.
Well, It can attack multiple ships. It can pick you up. It can slam you. It can eat you. It can dunk you underwater. It can throw you across the map. Basically, just pick you up and whip you, and you're fucked because you can't get back to your squad.
I kind of want that to be me. I just want to be the one that gets picked up and tossed somewhere. I'll be like, bye
It'll-
guys, I'm out.
It apparently
I'm
will
by
rock your
myself.
ship and spray. Also, if you cut off a thing, it'll spray you in the face with ink and you can't see.
Yeah, and it's different. Like every time you fight the Kraken, it's not going to be the same way. Nothing's going to be the same. Loving this.
So good.
This game is
So
very
good.
ambitious.
Very ambitious, and I think that they have potential to do it. First of all, they got Microsoft at their back, and Microsoft is kind of giving them the do what you need to do, and you can use our servers for it. So,
Well. Oh, is there any other really high notes? We're running a little.
yeah, I know. That's pretty much it. There's tons of stuff. It's gonna be an interesting game. I'm gonna stream the shit out of it when it comes out. So be sure to drop by my channel to see a lot of.
I'm sure we'll all be there interchangeably as the crew.
Yes.
Solo, duo.
Pirate life is sweet.
Yes. Oh, I will say the one thing that I really do appreciate that they did in the scale test is that they made it so that you can make a 3-man crew. You could do a small sloop,
Awesome.
a small crew sloop, a small galleon crew, or a full galleon crew. Like you could do 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, that's awesome.
I thought we couldn't do 3-man on the sloop.
You can. I said 1, 2 on the sloop, 3, 4 on the galleon.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
3 on the sloop would just be overpowered as fuck. I mean,
wouldn't.
2. Yes, it would. God.
Because you'd have one on a cannon. I mean, you could have 2 on a cannon, one driving the boat.
Oh man.
Or
That,
just
that'd just
one
be-
on the sails, one on steering the ship, and one on the cannon.
Yep.
So.
Crazy.
Yeah, so we're very excited for Sea of Thieves. If you can
Clearly.
This is only like the,
100th
ninth
time we've talked
episode.
about it.
Yeah.
tell. We just need to like cut off information for Sea of Thieves until it comes out, but I can't do that.
Alright, let's get out of here. I gotta go record a Planet Coaster.
Woohoo, Planet Coaster.
Woo!
We appreciate everybody that hangs out with us each and every week at Infinite Respawn. As always, you can check us out on Twitter at InfiniteResPC. You can check me out personally at MDB Oaktree. Check out Griff.
At Griff Slineham.
Check out Chicken.
Elite Chicken 313.
Check out Baka.
At Baka Picker.
Go to our YouTube at youtube.com/Infinite Respawn. What did I say? YouTube.com? Is it YouTube? You heard the YouTube?
Is that
You
like
just
the
typed it in?
bad YouTube?
YouTube.com/Infinite Respawn. Also, make sure that you go to our website as well, InfiniteRespawn.com. Go in there, join the forums, and hang out. For Infinite Respawn, I'm Oaktree.
I'm Griff.
I'm Chicken.
Baka.
See ya.
Bye.
Later.
No.